Hey everyone, my name is Paula and this is Relatively Refined. In today's video, Kathleen is sharing an amazing thrift haul. You are not going to want to miss this. But first, I thought you would enjoy some footage of the nearly 3 feet of snow that the most recent nor'easter dumped at Kathleen's house in southern Vermont. This is out of her backyard, and she and her husband went for a great cross-country ski right after this storm. And be sure to stay to the end because we will be featuring the thrift finds from one of our viewers in our newest segment, Relatively Refines.
Hey everyone, it's Kathleen. Whew, it's freezing outside and I am just in from a jam-packed shopping spree at 2 Goodwills. I can't wait to show you what I got. But I need to go empty out the car. I have 3 or 4 bags that I need to bring in. This is just one. So let me take my coat off, get warmed up, and share with you what I found at the Goodwill. I got some good stuff.
Well, I got everything brought in, and you know when you just have one of those days and you hit it right? I feel like today was one of those days. I really got lucky today at 2 Goodwills and one other thrift shop near one of the Goodwills. So let me show you what I got. And some of the items that I did get, I have plans for, and others I can put right to use. So one of the items that I got that I'm going to put right to use is this, once again, urn. You know, Paula loves dishes and glassware, and Patty loves baskets and glass hurricanes. I love urns. And this one I got for $5. It's tall, it's about a foot tall, maybe a little bit even taller. And as I was bringing it in, I just happened to notice it says United States Silver Company pewter. So it's actually a pewter urn. And I am going to put fresh flowers in that. I won't use it as a vase. What I do is I put the flowers in a vase that sits inside here. And I think that will look nice on my credenza in the hallway. And all year round, I can use it. I'm gonna put it up now. I can see it at Christmas time with some greens in it and some twinkle lights. I just love the shape of urns, and I was really excited to see this one for $5. So that was one item. I'll start with the things that I'm gonna put right to use. I did find this little mini cutting board. It's a Stonewall kitchen. It was $1.29 at the Goodwill. Never been used, still in plastic. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna take the plastic off right now. And my plan for this is, you can see it's Stonewall kitchen. And I'm gonna keep it over on the bar cart. And it's a perfect little cutting board for cutting up lemons and limes for whatever beverage people are going to have. So I am going to put that right over on the bar cart. And for $1.29 at Stonewall Kitchens, I know is a very good brand, from Maine. And I like a lot of their things. So I was excited to see that. And especially a cutting board that was still in the shrink wrap. That was a keeper. So I got that. Then I got, so this is something, it's a little, made out of like nuts and bolts and metal. It's a little sculptural piece. It's a golfer. You can see there's the flag, and he's swinging the golf club. This is the second little metal sculpture that I found at Goodwill of golfers. And my son happens to be a golfer. So he's going to get number 2, perhaps the start of a collection. I don't know. The other one was not made out of nuts and bolts. It was just metal, a metal sculpture. This one, you can see it's got little screws. I don't know, there's something super cool about those. So that one is going to go up to him as a little gift. And that, I believe, was $1.99. Let's see. Oh, I'm missing something. You know what? I think I took it out of the car and I left it in there. It's a little tiny gnome. Anytime I see a little gnome, I buy them. I think this one was 99 cents. I'll make sure I go find that before we're done with today's video. I picked up this linen table runner. You can see the pattern. It's pink and green. I thought it would be perfect for spring or for Easter. It's a very narrow, it's only about 6 inches wide, but very long, and just a repeated pattern of this sort of lime green and pink flowers. And I have that long farmhouse table, so this will look perfect on the table for Easter. I'm going to put it out for Easter. And that was $1. So, and it's vintage. I'm pretty sure it's a vintage linen table runner. So that was on one of today's finds. Some of the things I haven't even opened. So let me see. Actually these are open, but so I think it might have been both my sisters, Paula and Patty, both have been finding glass mixing bowls. And I think I commented on the post one time that I am in dire need. I am using the same mixing bowls that I got as a wedding shower gift like 33 years ago. So I found a set there are 3 of them. So there is this size. I'm not really sure. I have to wash them up. This is, let's see, it's Anchor Hocking 1.5 liter bowl. And this one doesn't say how big it is. This one, it's marked, those 2 were marked $6, but they were blue, and so they were 50% off. So the 2 of them were $3. And then I got this really big one for $3. And again, it's the Anchor Hocking 4-quart bowl. So I'm well on my way to getting a new set of mixing bowls, and I can get rid of my old 33-year-old bowls. So all 3, so there's 3, 4, 5, $6 for the set of 3. And they're Anchor Hocking heavy-duty glass mixing bowls that I was on the hunt for and so excited to find. So that will get put right to use. I'm going to wash them and put them in my cupboard. Let's see. The next thing, I have to unwrap it. I haven't even unwrapped it yet. Now this is the one thing, and Paula always says, I don't need it, but I don't have one, but I really like it. This is one of those. I don't need it, but I do really like it. And I don't have one. So let me show you. It's really beautiful. It's a chip and dip bowl, and it's hand pottery. It's marked on the back, Sheepskill River Pottery, Edgecombe, Maine. And it's blueberries, like the Maine blueberries, and little green leaves. And it's got the dip attached bowl part in the middle, and then a place around the outside for chips or vegetables or whatever you're putting in there. And it's a beautiful, that blue and green color. I mean, it's just so beautiful. And there's not a chip on it. It was marked $7.98. Again, I didn't need it, but it was hard to just let that sit on the shelf because I looked it up. They still make this pottery. Maybe when I go to Maine this summer, we'll have to stop by the pottery shop. It's a large production pottery, but they're beautiful pieces that sell for much more than that, and they're functional. So I am not quite sure if this is going to end up being a gift or if it is going to be used this summer out on our screen porch, which very well may happen. So I was excited to find that. It's one of those things that's both beautiful and functional, and like I said, I didn't have one. Another piece that I got that I'm going to put to good use right away is this Corningware dish. It has that Le Persil Lesage pattern on it. This was $6.98, so this was $7. I got it because it had the lid, and I really like the size. And I know these are they've become super collectible, and people are like trying to sell them for, you know, thousands of dollars. I don't know that they sell for thousands of dollars, maybe. But this one has no chips. It has the lid that fits. It's a really cute little size, you know, to make a macaroni and cheese in. And I don't have one. I didn't have one with a lid on it. So for $7, I thought, you know what, I'm going to take this one home with me. And I do like that pattern. It's definitely that vintage sort of 70s Corningware pattern. I'll have to look it up. It does have the, you know, they all have these like A, 1, 1.5 B. There's markings on here that mean something. I'm not really sure what they mean. I'm going to do a little research on that to find out what that means. And so, but if you know what that means, you know, drop a note in the comments. I really don't know much about Corningware. I'm not a collector of it. I saw this as a very functional, kind of cool retro piece that will get used in the way that it was intended to be used. So I was excited to get that. And the last thing that I got that I'm going to show you. Oh, no, not the second, next to the last. I did get these. So these I think are so fun. I have been looking for these. So these are vintage wooden tennis rackets. And there were 2 of them, $3 each at the Goodwill, Spalding tennis rackets. I got a lot of comments when I was in the checkout line, like, "Oh, you're gonna go play tennis with these?" No, I'm not gonna use these to play tennis. I think they are very cool as wall decor, like this in a bedroom. I'm thinking of putting them up in the bedroom, or in the mudroom. We have a vintage ski over the door. You know, and I thought these might look kind of cool in the mudroom. The other thing that I've seen, and I don't know if I want to do it because it involves ruining the racket, is you take out the strings and you put a mirror in there, and then you screw a little hook on the bottom here. And so it's kind of nice for a mudroom. You hang it, it's got a little hook and then a mirror. So as you're walking out the door, you know, you can take a peek in the mirror to see how you look, or as you're grabbing your pocketbook off the hook. So I haven't yet made up my mind if I want to use them solely as decor like this, or if I want to transform them into a hook and mirror piece that hangs on the wall, a little more functional, but yet still decorative. So I have the last few magazines that I've read have had, you know, cottages and different houses, and they've featured these vintage tennis rackets as wall decor, and some as mirrors. And I thought, oh gosh, I really hope I can find some. I've never seen them. Lo and behold, today there were 2 of them, and they match. They're 2 of the same, the Spalding tennis rackets. So they were each $3. So I'm very psyched to get those. And I will keep you posted on how I use them, whether it's just plain old decor or a little more functional decor with the mirror. And then the last thing I got, I did not get at the Goodwill, but I discovered a new thrift store near the Goodwill, not far from the Goodwill. And I paid a little bit more for these because I know that they are worth much more than even what I paid for it. And this is sort of like when Paula saw the jadeite, and it's like, oh, you know what? I get a lot of really good bargains, and this may be a little bit more expensive, but they are gorgeous. So I ended up getting, let me show you. So these are Simon Pearce champagne flutes. These are hand-blown glass champagne flutes. They are, Simon Pearce is a company up in Quechee, Vermont. They are world-renowned. So if you look up Simon Pearce, Pearce, you will see these exact champagne flutes, and they retail for $85. I got 6 of them. I paid $20 each. So for the 6, I paid $120. But they are absolutely gorgeous, and they're all perfect. There's not one that's broken or chipped or cracked or anything. So I could not pass those up. And then on the same table, which I was like, oh my gosh, I can't leave that there either. They had only 3 of them, but the same pattern. These are the Simon Pearce white wine glasses, or I think they're white wine glasses. I guess they could be red wine glasses. Hand-blown, beautiful Simon Pearce glass. They are marked with the Simon Pearce logo, the stamp on the bottom. These also, I looked them up and they retail for $85, and I got these for even less. These were $15 each for the 3 of them. So $45 for the 3, and then $120 for the tall champagne flutes. But although it felt like a lot to spend that much money on a thrifting spree, I know that these are worth much more than that, and they're gorgeous. And I do have quite a few pieces. It's a Vermont company, a Vermont artisan company, and I try to collect pieces that I know are quality craftsmanship that are made locally. So I couldn't pass these up. So that's sort of my big find for today. So I'm going to go and see if I can find my little gnome. That's the last thing I wanted to share with you, and I'll be right back. So last but not least, here's my little yoga little gnome. So he was 99 cents. And like I said, I don't pass up if I find a cute little gnome figurine like that. I hide them in plants. I put them around my stone wall out in the garden, kind of hide them in the little nooks and crannies. I like to place them just in little random spots. I think it's kind of a fun thing to do. So whenever I see one, I grab them. And for 99 cents, I couldn't pass him up. So that was my haul on this very, very lucky thrift shopping spree day. I feel like I did really, really well. You know, it's all part of the game. Sometimes you go and there's nothing. Other times you go and it's jam-packed and you just want everything, and you have to kind of be discriminating on what you take and what you leave behind. And some days you just get really lucky like I did today. I found all of the things that I know will get put right to use: the mixing bowls, the casserole dish, the wine glasses, what else? The urn and the table runner, and then a few things that could be potentially projects, the tennis rackets, a few little gifts, and all in all, it was a really good day. So let us know in the comments if you've had a lucky day lately thrifting, or you're sort of on the look and just not able to find something that you're really hoping to find. It's always fun to know what other people are searching for too. I'm not really sure what I'm on the lookout for right now. I feel like I just got everything that I needed on this one shopping spree. So thank you for watching all the way to the end. It was a long haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you have not yet. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video.
And now, welcome to Relatively Refinds, our newest segment where we share some of our viewers' awesome thrift finds. Today's Relatively Refined is from Melisha. She says that she recently went to a local auction near her home and got this gorgeous 3-tiered tempered glass coffee table for $20. Most all the things in the room were also thrift finds, she says. The blue and white planters were $1 a piece. The rug under the table is also a thrift find. And lastly, the beautiful pine apothecary chest, which you can see in this second picture, is from a thrift store, and she got it several years ago locally for $175. She says that she couldn't buy the wood for that price, and she is absolutely right. Thanks so much, Melisha, for sharing your beautiful thrift finds. I am so jealous of that gorgeous apothecary chest. If you would like to have your thrift find featured on Relatively Refinds, be sure to email us at the email listed on the screen right now and send us a picture of your finds. Tell us a little bit about them, and we will feature them in an upcoming video. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. Take care, and we will see you in the next video.